Mia, of the story about Nebuchadnezzar.
Mm-hmm.
And, for a while there, with the 3 Hebrew boys and with Daniel, God was in pursuit of Nebuchadnezzar. And he never gave up on Nebuchadnezzar. And even, I think it was in chapter 4 of Daniel, where Nebuchadnezzar had to lose his mind for a while. And when he came to himself, he recognized God as being the creator. And God had, in so many ways, had showed himself to Nebuchadnezzar so he could realize who he was. But you see, when God is in pursuit of you, he's always going to get his person.
That's right.
And his love draws us to him. And so I would like to think as God's love as always prevailing.
That's right.
It is unfailing. God's love always prevails.
Yep. And who's coming up next? What are we're playing
Coming
next?
up next, we have the Anointed Pace Sisters. It's already done.
somebody came to get a blessing. And look at them and say, right now, it's already done. Your son is already done. Your daughter already done. Your spouse already done. Your money already done. The way out is already done. It's already
You're listening to WJSS 1330 Kingdom Radio, and you just heard the Anointed Pace Sisters, It's Already Done. And we were talking about the 23rd Psalms, and we were saying that even though God has, given us a path to lead, and even though He's our shepherd, if we just look on that path and look up to that path, and you reach out your hand to God, He's going to be there to take it, and He's going to be the one that will show us the way. But even though He's the one, Satan's there too, and he's trying to pull us down, and he's the one who's giving us obstacles. So we need to look to God, because He's taking us to that heavenly place where we belong, and He's the one who's going to watch over us and protect us and keep us safe. So that's mainly what we are talking about, was the 23rd Psalms. And coming up next, we have Valerie Boyd.
I wish I could tell you what I want, and you give it to me just like that. But the truth of the matter is, what I want might hurt me, and you won't let me go. Like that. You knew my end before my beginning. You calculated my blessings right down to the penny. So I'll cry till you tell me, let it go, let it be. 'Cause I know your will is what's best for me. No rubies and no diamonds, no silver and no pearls. There are some lessons that I had to learn. I would not trade them for the whole world. You told me trials only come to make me strong. That day you promised never to leave me alone. So I cried till you tell me, let it go.
You're listening to WJSS 1330 Kingdom Radio.
And today we have been talking about the Psalms 23 and the journey that God leads us on. We are his sheep. He is the good shepherd. And he leads us all down the path that is right for us. And we just want to leave you with a few words. Those who are finally victorious in this path leading to Christ, you're going to have seasons of terrible perplexity and trials in your life. But do not cast away your confidence. The servants of God must endure with fortitude the attacks of the enemy. But if you keep looking up, not down at your difficulties, you will not faint in the way. You will soon see Jesus reaching his hand to help you, and you will only have to give him your hand in simple confidence and let him lead you. As you become trustful, you will become hopeful. And we want you to keep in mind this text, Galatians 3:2. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. Let God lead you, and know the path that he leads you. He will lead you safely home. So we want you to have a wonderful week this week. Remember, God leads you, and he's with you. And no matter what comes your way, remember you have a faithful friend, one who loves you, one you can trust in. And you don't have to be afraid of any valleys or the enemies that may come your way, because Jesus will keep you. He will never leave you alone, and he will guide you safely through. We want you to have a great week. Remember us in prayer, as we always will remember you. Take care, and may God bless. Coming up, we have the Wilmington Mass Choir featuring Marette Brown Clark. Lord, you're worthy, and he is so worthy because he's such a good shepherd. He's worthy to be praised.
You're listening to WJSS 1330, Havre de Grace, Maryland. And stay tuned for Bananas.
Grace, Maryland.
USA Radio Network News, Don Henderson reporting.